Lots of failed projects, lots of rejections, a near-death experience, this close, and living in a country where literally everyone around you is depressed. And if you've ever lived in Iran, you know I'm not exaggerating. But with all those things said, I believe I'm one of the most joyful people that you can find on this planet. I truly believe that. And I was thinking to myself, why is that? Is it because of hope? Maybe. Is it because you believe in God? Maybe, but after searching everywhere and every source to find the true nature of happiness and studying my own behaviors, I found 4 actions that can be applied to anybody's life and instantly change their state of mind to a much happier and more hopeful person. And I'm not kidding you, it felt like I just found a cure for cancer. Like, that's how important I believe they are. In the past 2 months, I fully tested them on one of my friends and it worked beautifully. These 8 minutes can have a serious impact on your life, so watch it with care. The first action to take is having progress. So what do I mean by that? Have you ever wondered why all these billionaires and multi-millionaires still work hard every day after having all this money? Like, if you have $20 million, life is basically the same. You can't buy anything. Literally, you can't buy anything else. So why don't they retire and go live in an island and have fun for the rest of their lives? Because the stalemate is painful. They want to grow more and have more progress. It was never about how much money you have. Money is just one of the KPIs, key performance indicators of your progress. The actual game is staying in the game. That's the thing that makes you jump out of the bed in the morning, and it has a serious effect on the state of your mind, the state of your happiness. So how can we apply it to our own lives? You right now are probably working at a job or studying. If you are working, you have 3 options. There are more, but these are the most common. The first and the easiest one is promotion. You can get promoted to a higher rank in your company, but it usually takes a lot of time and the reward is usually not worth it. The second option is learn as much as you can in your job and either go start your own company or go and find a company and help them grow. This option has the greatest reward of them all. There are like no limits to what you can accomplish, but it comes with its challenges. You know, not everyone has the character for entrepreneurship and businesses are not easily to operate. But if you don't want to start your own company, you can always find a company and help them grow. It's totally risk-free and the reward is like insane. Like, if you can increase a company's revenue from 5 million to 10 million in exchange for 20% of the increased profit, you've just made $1 million without risking anything, just using your knowledge. The third option is for people who are not working in an office, doctors, musicians, athletes, etc. You can achieve that by doing a side hustle related to your job. For example, content creation is great. You can make content about anything nowadays and it has a great upside potential. And again, these are just ideas to get you started with. You can do whatever you want, just have progress. Okay, now let's talk about what if you're still in school. This is so much easier. Try to go to an industry or learn a skill that first has room for growth and second you can use your knowledge that you've acquired elsewhere. Marketing, sales, engineering, business related stuff is a bit better in this instance because they're more versatile. And progress doesn't just mean monetarily growth. It can be the size of your customers, your audience, your knowledge, your experience. You can absolutely do whatever you want, but make sure that growth is reoccurring. Not in a hasty way, but reoccurring. The second action is going to the gym. Now, before you all lazy folks comment, working out is not relevant to happiness. Let me explain. There are 3 major impacts of working out on the state of your mind. First, you look good. It's as simple as that. And that increases your confidence, which is directly correlated to being happy. Second, you learn delayed gratification. It shows you that nothing great can be achieved easy and not to give up when you don't see the results quickly. And that perception will always be with you in every area of your life, whether it's your business, your job, whatever. And being rational towards reality will make those imaginary problems disappear. Third, it just works, man. You don't believe how many people I know from the gym who had the worst possible things happen to them, but they're always positive and pushing others to be positive too. I have a friend in the gym whose name is Morteza. I'll pop up a clip of him squatting 400 pounds. He's blind. He always has a smile and you'll never see him complaining. Like, never. You know, I help him sometimes and he always talks about how working out has saved him from extreme depression and gave him the incentive to be alive. Another friend of mine lost his father 3 years ago and lost his brother this year. And he also has a sick mother. I talk to him a lot. We live in the same area and I sometimes drive him home. By the way, he's a successful doctor. And when he lost his brother, I genuinely felt the pain in him. I'm a super positive person. I always try to motivate and see the bright side of the story. But it was for the first time I didn't know what to say. I've never lost a father or a brother, and I just listened. After 3 months, we had a long conversation again, and he told me that if it wasn't for the gym, he couldn't have made it so far. I just want you to fully register this. He's blind. He lost his brother and his father. Whatever problem that you have in life is surely not worse than being blind or losing a family member. And even if you have dealt with such events, going to the gym can fix them. Just stick to it for 2-3 months. That's it. Working out is also great for having progress, the first point. The third action is waking up early. We're gonna get technical here, so grab your notes. Cortisol, the stress hormone, naturally rises in the early morning, resulting to waking up feeling alert. It's called the cortisol awakening response. If you wake up late, the rhythm will be disrupted, leading to grogginess and stress. You want to sleep more to feel more energetic, but you end up drowsier. It's because of this hormone. Melatonin, which is the sleep hormone, won't be produced by your body when exposed to morning sunlight, signaling your body to wake up. Waking up early regulates melatonin levels, so you feel sleepy at night and energized in the morning. No more insomnia. We have another hormone called serotonin, the mood booster. Don't worry, this is the last one. Morning sunlight boosts serotonin, which improves your mood, reduces anxiety, and increases the overall well-being. This is that good feeling you get when you wake up early, but you can't explain it to others because you don't know the reason why you feel good. This is the reason. And since serotonin is a precursor to melatonin, the sleep hormone, waking up early can also improve your sleep quality later, so it's like a double win. You see how waking up late can mess up your hormones? So wake up early. You'll be more productive too, but that's a separate issue. The fourth and the last action to take is avoid alcohol and drugs. You see, alcohol affects the brain neurotransmitters and reduces dopamine and serotonin level, which changes your mood in a negative way in the long run. Drugs, particularly weed, also do the same and have a much worse effect on your brain. And your counter argument may be that that's the only thing that makes me feel good in life or makes me forget about my situation. That's an accelerator to your situation. You may feel good for 2-3 hours, but after it affects ends, you end up much worse than before using it. You'll get into this endless cycle of feeling bad, using it, feeling good for 2-3 hours, and feeling bad again. And with each use, you'll get more addicted and more depressed. I've never used any drugs in my life, but I have friends who had been in the worst mental situation that you can possibly imagine. One of my middle school classmates died recently under the influence. He fell off the balcony. They don't know if it was a suicide or it was hallucinating. The point is that if you haven't used any, please don't. You may think that's a solution to your pain, but it absolutely isn't. It's like a swamp that the more you give into it, the more it consumes you. Alcohol has a less intense effect than drugs, but like, you sacrifice a whole day of being down and hungover for just like 2 hours of being drunk. That's just not a good trade-off in my opinion. And to be clear, I'm not trying to be the fun police here. In fact, the whole point of this video was to make you feel better. But those things cost you a lot. Sometimes your life. When you can achieve a long-lasting version of that joy and improving your life instead of hurting it, why wouldn't you do that? You see, we attribute our bad mood to outside events or use the situation that we're in as an excuse to being sad. But you're fully in control of the state of your mind, the state of your happiness. And you may say that my life or the situation that I have is bad, everyone else would feel depressed too if they were me. First of all, that statement is not true. If you can understand me, it means you speak English, and that only puts you ahead of billions of people. And even if it is true, so what? What could you possibly achieve from not changing your behaviors besides endless suffering? And I guarantee you, with every molecule that I have in my body, if you do these 4 things, your life would get much better. Please give it a try and come back, share your progress with others in the comment section. My name is Saint Rokshani. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video. For now, goodbye.